Hello everyone, welcome back and welcome to this tutorial. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by to check on my content. Kindly hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that anytime I upload a new tutorial, you'll be among the first people to get notified. So today, we're going to crochet this beautiful skirt. It's a size for 1 to 3 years old girl. A very beautiful and simple pattern. It's a zigzag pattern using the chevron stitch. So hope you will enjoy this tutorial to the end. Let's get started. What we need for this project: 3 different colors of yarn. We need a crochet hook. This is size 3.5. We need a pair of scissors. We need a darning needle and a tape measure. So start with 13 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Skip the first 2 chains, and in the third make a half double crochet. The next chain, make a half double crochet. So that is how we make a half double crochet. You grab yarn, insert in the next chain, grab yarn, pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook, grab yarn and pull through all. So that is a half double crochet, and we are going to make half double crochet in every chain to the end of this row 1. So you complete row 1 with a total of 11 half double crochets. So next step, chain 2. These 2 chains do not count as a stitch. So chain 2, then turn your work, and we are going to work in the back loop only. So this here is the back loop. We have the front loop and the back loop, so I'm going to work in the back loop only. So grab yarn, go into the first back loop stitch, I make a half double crochet. Okay, so grab yarn in the back loop only, make a half double crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet. Okay, so we are going to work in both loops in the last stitch. So you insert your hook in both loops and make a half double crochet like that. So we have a total of 11 stitches to this point. Then chain 1, 2, turn your work and repeat exactly what you've done. When you get to this point, you make the last stitch in both loops. So go into the back loop stitch only and make a half double crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet until you get to this point, and make the last half double crochet in both loops. So we are going to repeat this pattern until we have 50 rows in total. So continue like that, and I'll meet you when we have 50 rows. Okay, so I have 50 rows of half double crochet back loop only, and we are going to measure the waist circumference. So grab your tape measure from this point. We have 19.5 and it can stretch up to 20. Okay. All right, so the next step is to join the two ends together. Chain one. Once you align the two, you're going to turn like this and work from this side. And insert your hook in the back loop, this side, and in both loops from the other side, make a slip stitch. This side, insert your hook in the back loop only, and the other side, both loops, make a slip stitch. So that is how you're going to join the two ends, back loop and both loops on this other side. So we have one stitch remaining in both sides. We're going to insert our hook in both loops, this side and the other side, then make a slip stitch and chain one. Now this is the wrong side. We are going to turn it inside out like that, and work single crochet in every space here. Remember, we've already chained one, so make one single crochet in each space that you see to the end. So starting here, make a single crochet. So insert your hook, grab yarn and make a single crochet into the next space, single crochet into the next, single crochet, single crochet. In every space that you see, make a single crochet, and at the end of this round one, you'll have a total of 102 stitches of single crochets. Okay, so work one single crochet across, and I will meet you at the end to show you the next step. So almost coming to the end of this round one. So the next stitch will be at this point and the last stitch here, and we are going to confirm if we have 102 stitches. So we have 101. I'm going to make one more stitch here just to make them 102. So the last stitch, I'll have 2 single crochets in the same stitch, as you can see. Then you join using a slip stitch. Okay, and this is what we have up to this point. So next step, chain 2, 1 and 2. In this first stitch here, you're going to make 3 double crochets, so the 2 chains do not count as a stitch. So make 3 double crochet in this first stitch. 1, 2, 3, and make 1 double crochet in the next 7 stitches. So starting this next one, make a double crochet, into the next a double crochet. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double crochets. Skip these 2 stitches and make a double crochet in the next one. So 1, 2, make a double crochet in the 3rd stitch. So that is 1, 2, 7. In the next stitch, make 3 double crochets. 1. In the same stitch, make another one, and the 3rd double crochet. Okay, then make 7 double crochets in the next 7 stitches. So 1, 2, and 7. Skip 2 stitches, make a double crochet in the next one. So 1, 2, then 3rd, make a double crochet. So that is the pattern we are going to use for this round to the end. So this is 1, 2, you're going to make 1 double crochet in each until we have 7. Those are 4, 5, 6, and 7. And in the next, make 3 double crochets in the same stitch. Okay, so the 3 double crochets in the same stitch make 1 peak, and the 2 stitches that we skip make a valley. Okay, so the next 7 stitches we are going to make 1 double crochet in each, and then you skip 2 stitches and make a double crochet in the next. Count up to 7 stitches, then make a peak of 3 double crochets in the same stitch, and I will meet you at the end to show you the next step. Okay, so we're almost done. Skip 1, 2, make a double crochet in the next. That's 1, the next one, into the next, a double crochet, to the next, a double crochet to the end. So those are 4, 5, 6, then 7. So remember we started with the 3 double crochets in the first stitch, so you're going to skip these 2 chains and make a slip stitch in the first double crochet. Okay, so we are done with the first round, and we have a total of 6 peaks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the next round, which is round 3, chain 2, 1, 2, and make 1 double crochet in the very first stitch. In the next stitch you're going to make 5 double crochets. So in every peak, the middle stitch, we make an increase of 5 by making 5 double crochets. So this is the first stitch. Then the next, which is the middle double crochet, we're going to make 5 double crochets. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you have 5 double crochets in the middle stitch. Then the next one, make 1 double crochet into the next, 1 double crochet, next 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, so when you get to the valley, we are going to skip these 2 stitches, so 1 and 2, then make a double crochet in the next. Okay, so you skip this and the last stitch on this side, and then the first stitch to the next peak, make and skip these 2 and make a double crochet, then continue making 1 double crochet in every stitch until you get to the next peak where we make an increase. Okay, so we got here, these are the 3 double crochets in 1 stitch. So make 1 double crochet in the first, then 5 double crochets in the next, which is the middle double crochet. So those are 2, 3, 4, and 5, and continue make 1 double crochet in each stitch to this point. And when you get here, skip this stitch and this, then make a double crochet in the next. So we are skipping the last stitch and the first stitch on this other side, make a double crochet, then continue making double crochet to the next peak. So that is all you're going to do for this round, and I will meet you at the end to show you what to do next. So we complete round 3 with a slip stitch in the very first stitch. So you skip these 2 chains, then make a slip stitch in the first stitch. Okay, next make 2 stitches, chains. In the very first, make a double crochet, into the next a double crochet. So remember round 3 we had 5 double crochets in 1 stitch. So we're going to make the first 3 stitches, make 1 double crochet in each, and in the middle stitch make 5 double crochets. 2, 3, 4 and 5. It might be confusing right now, but I'm very sure as we continue we'll be able to understand this pattern. So the first round of double crochets, we made 3 double crochets in one stitch. The next, which is round 2, we've made 5 double crochets in the middle stitch. The third round of double crochets, we've made 5 stitches, double crochets in one stitch. Then we continue making 1 double crochet in every stitch until we get to the valley. When you have one stitch remaining before the valley, skip that stitch plus the first stitch to the next peak and make a double crochet in the next. Hope you understand that. We've skipped 1 and 2. Then we continue making double crochets until we get to the middle stitch here, where we're going to make 5 double crochets in one stitch. Alright, so that is 1, 2, then the middle stitch is here. Remember, this is the peak. You can always count before starting the increase so that you don't confuse. So I've done 1 stitch in the first 2 double crochets at the peak. Then the third stitch, which is the middle one, we are going to make 5 double crochets. You can as well use stitch markers if you find it confusing. In every peak you make you put a stitch mark in the middle stitch. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches in the middle stitch. We're going to continue making a double crochet in every stitch until we get to the next valley, and we continue like that to the end of this round. Right, so we complete this round with a slip stitch in the very first stitch. Okay, and for round 4 of this pattern, we are going to repeat what we did in round 1. So 3 double crochets, 5, 5, and then you start again with 3 double crochets. Okay, this is what I mean. Chain 2, make 1 double crochet in this first 1, 2, 3 stitches, 4, 5. Okay, in the first 5 stitches you're going to make 1 double crochet, and this is the middle stitch. You're going to make 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so we are repeating this round. So the next stitch, make 1 double crochet, and when you get to this point, skip 2 stitches and make 1 double crochet until you get to the next peak. We skip this and this, make a double crochet in the next, make one double crochet in each stitch, okay. We get to the next peak, which has 5 double crochets, so we are going to make 3 double crochet in the middle stitch. So make 1 double crochet, then this is the middle stitch, 1 2 1 2, so this is the middle. We're going to make 3 double crochets, then continue making 1 double crochet until you get to the next valley. Complete the round with a slip stitch in the first stitch. So far we have 4 rounds, and we have 5 rounds including the single crochets, but I'm going to avoid counting the single crochets because of this pattern, so that you can understand what exactly I'm doing here. So the 4th round is a repetition of the first round, and the 5th and 6th rounds we are going to repeat what we did in round 2 and round 3. So start with 2 chains, 1 and 2, make 1 double crochet, make 1 double crochet until you get to the middle stitch. Alright, so this is the middle stitch, and I'm going to make 5 double crochet in that very stitch. 1 2 3 4 and 5. So for round 5, repeat what you did in round 2 and 3. So I'm going to complete round 5, then start on round 6, and I'll meet you at the end of round 6 to show what to do next, because we are going to repeat what we did in round 2 and round 3, making 5 double crochets in the middle stitch at the peak. So at every peak, make 5 double crochets in the middle stitch, and then when you get to the valley, you skip 2 stitches and make a double crochet in the next stitch, like that, to the end. 5 and 6, and at this point you're going to introduce a new yarn. So instead of completing with this one, I'm going to make a slip knot with the new yarn, then pull up that loop to make a slip stitch, like that, then chain 1 and 2, then these 2 make a knot at the back so that they do not run off. Okay, so we are going to start again with 3 double crochets in the middle stitch. So after making 2 rows of 5 double crochets in the middle stitch of the peak, you start again with 3 double crochets. So this is the pattern: 3 double crochets in the middle stitch, then 5 double crochets in the middle stitch, 5 double crochets in the middle stitch, start with 3 double crochets again, then 5 double crochets, 5 double crochets, then 3 double crochets, like that until you achieve the length of your skirt. So in the very first stitch where we made a slip stitch, I'm going to make 1 double crochet. In the next, a double crochet, double crochet, double crochet until I get to this point, the middle stitch. So when you get to the middle stitch, you're going to make 3 double crochets. Then continue making 1 double crochet in every stitch until you get to the valley. Alright, so skip this stitch and this and make a double crochet in the next. Yes. Then continue making 1 double crochet in each to the next peak. And when you get there, make 3 double crochets in the middle stitch. Then continue with the pattern to the end of this round. This is round 7. Okay, so we complete this round 7. Okay, we're going to skip 1, 2, and there's 1 stitch here remaining. Make 1 double crochet and slip stitch the first stitch. Okay, then chain 2, make 1 double crochet in each stitch until you get to the middle stitch of this first peak, where you're going to make 5 double crochets. So in this round 7, we made 3 double crochets in every middle stitch of every peak. Then for round 8 and 9, we're going to repeat, making 5 double crochets in the middle stitch. So we repeat round 5 and 6. So get here and make 5 double crochets in the middle stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then continue making 1 double crochet in each stitch until you get to the valley point, where you skip 2 stitches and make a double crochet in the next. Then continue making 1 double crochet until you get to the next middle stitch. Make 5 double crochets in that very stitch. Continue making double crochet in that sequence to the end. Okay, we've come to the end of round 8 and we're going to skip 2 stitches, but this time we are doing it differently because, as you can see, we've been reducing each stitch since we started at this side of the chain 2 stitches. So when you skip these 2 stitches, 1 and 2, you are going to slip stitch directly in the first stitch. Okay, then slip stitch into the next, so that the next round you'll be able to skip 2 stitches. Like you'll skip this and the stitch where you made a slip stitch. So chain 2 and make 1 double crochet in each stitch until you get to the peak here. So the middle stitch here, you're going to make 5 double crochets. So we complete this round, but we are going to skip this stitch and this, so go directly to the first stitch and make a slip stitch. Then into the next, make a slip stitch. But at this point I'm going to change to the other color. This is the third color of yarn, so I'll make a slip stitch, a slip knot, and then pull up that loop to make a slip stitch. Okay, then chain 2 in the very first stitch where we've made a slip stitch. You're going to make a double crochet. Okay, the reason I'm making two slip stitches from this point is because anytime I want to make a valley, I skip 2 stitches. So I'll be skipping one and then this next stitch where we make a slip stitch. So take note of that. For this round, you're going to make 1 double crochet in every stitch until you get to the middle stitch, where we're going to make 3 double crochets. Remember the previous 2 rounds we had 5 double crochets in the middle stitch, so for this round we're going to repeat this round 7. Make 3 double crochets in every middle stitch at the peak, and then like that to the end of this row. So I have 3 stitches, double crochets in the middle stitch. This is the middle stitch, and I'm going to make 1 double crochet in the next stitches until I get to this point. Skip 2 stitches, make a valley, then continue to the next peak in that sequence to the end of this round. This is round 10 of our double crochet stitches. Right, so we have 2 stitches remaining. This is 1 and the slip stitch, so you're going to skip those 2 stitches and make a slip stitch in the very first stitch, into the next a slip stitch, chain 2, make a double crochet in every stitch until you get to the first peak at this point, where you're going to make 5 double crochet in the middle stitch. So you're going to repeat this round, these 2 rounds, that is round 8 and 9. So we're going to make 5 double crochets in the middle stitch, and after the 2 rounds of 5 double crochets in the middle stitch at the peak, we're going to repeat again, make 3 double crochet. In short, I'm going to make 6 rounds of this color, just like the orange one. You remember I made 1 2 3 4 5 6, then 3 rounds of white. Now I'm going to repeat 6 rounds of teal. This is color teal, and then I'll reintroduce the white color, and I'll meet you when done to show you how the final project looks like. Yes, so I have a few stitches remaining. Okay, I'm going to make 1 double crochet in the next 2 and skip this and this, make a slip stitch in the first stitch, into the next a slip stitch. Okay, then chain 1 and cut your yarn. Right, so this point we are done, and this is how our skirt looks like. Very beautiful. Yeah, and I've already put a drawstring. It's very simple to make. These are chains. I made a total of 100 chains, and then I put these tassels to make it more beautiful and detailed. So yeah, just make chains and make a tassel for each side, then attach them once the drawstring is put on the waist part. So I'm going to hide all the tails with the darning needle, and that is all for today. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial up to this point. Kindly give this video a like, share, and leave a comment in the comment section. And if you're new to this channel, kindly consider subscribing if you haven't, and turn on the notification bell. Until next one, bye. Okay, so this is what we have. Okay, so I'm going to measure the length of this skirt. So from the waistline, this point to this point is 10.5 inches long. So you can make it longer if you want. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like, share, and leave a comment in the comment section. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing and turn on the notification bell. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.